again. You're joining us on Startup Central. Now, the mobility company Redbus has launched its car and bike pooling service in Delhi. The aim is to provide better transportation options to professional as well as daily office goers. This new service allows people in the national capital to avail and offer rides in their personal cars and bikes while commuting to and from office. My colleague Abhimanyu Sharma is in conversation with Prakash Sangam on this new service that Redbus has launched.
It basically facilitates intra-city commute for working professionals. So you have got anyone who can offer a ride, and then there are ride takers who can join that particular ride. So the benefits of this is that for a ride giver, it helps them reduce their cost of daily commute. And for a ride taker, it's a very affordable and comfortable way of commuting. We had launched it in 3 markets earlier, and since then we have added a few more features to it. Primarily on, we've earlier were only on Android, now we're both Android and iOS. We launched only with cars, we've also added bikes now. And also we have got interesting features like edit route functionality and stuff like that, which we got as feedback from users when we launched in those 3 markets. Carpooling can fundamentally take off only if people trust the platform. So we are beginning with opening this platform only for working professionals. So there's a very strong verification process at the time of onboarding. So apart from the mobile number verification, etc., we are verifying the organization email ID of an employee, so that we know that he's a current employee at a organization, at a professional company. And also for the ride giver, we do the vehicle registration check against the Vahan database. So there's a very strong security check when we onboard people onto the platform. And then to further give confidence to people, we provide free insurance to both ride giver and ride taker on the platform. There are features like a woman ride taker can opt to travel only with women ride givers, and the matching would work accordingly. And there's a SOS feature available too, where the emergency contact can be invoked by the touch of a button, and the latest locational coordinate of the person is automatically shared over SMS. So these are some features, and on the privacy side, we mask the call. So the call masking functionality is there, so people don't get to see each other's phone numbers. So these are some things that we have put into place. And on the affordability side, we don't want any commercial misuse. So we have done 2 things. One, the platform restricts the number of rides that a person can give to only 4 per day. And they can at most charge 5 rupees a kilometer for a cab and for a car, and 4 rupees a kilometer for a bike.
How do you intend to take on the players in this segment, since it's a crowded space? What is your overall strategy in this regard?
So look, I don't agree that it's a crowded space. This is a very different offering. This is really meant to increase occupancy into existing private vehicles that are on the road. It is not about commercial operations. So it is not a crowded space. There are other players, and we welcome other players, because carpooling, for it to pick up, it has to become mass. And for that, anyone who's doing things to build awareness is good for the category, right? But specifically on what we have got to offer, we are strongly differentiating our platform on security and safety related aspects, and providing high quality technology, especially when it comes to coordinating rides during a real live process, because people are riding and at the same time coordinating pickups. So the amount of technology that are built in and baked into tracking of the car and then having real-time pickups, etc., is quite a lot.
It's interesting that you've come to one of the largest transport hubs for this announcement, but isn't South India a bigger market for you? How are you formulating your strategy, not only vis-a-vis South India, but also Delhi and the western areas?
Yeah. So you're right that for Redbus, South is a bigger market, which is a traditional intercity bus business. But if you look at our pool, I think any urban city, any big metro where there are enough and more people who are commuting is a good market. And Delhi NCR is by far the largest market, because the number of private vehicles in Delhi NCR is easily the highest. So there are at about 178 cars per 1,000 people in 2018. Delhi is very clearly the car capital of the country, and there are more than 80 lakh people who commute to work using personal vehicles in Delhi NCR. So it's a huge market for us as far as our pool is concerned.
Your operations have been expanding year on year. What are your plans in near future to raise funds for further expansion?
As you may be aware, we are part of the Make My Trip group, as Make My Trip, we are listed in NASDAQ in the US. We have very strong investors, and so we don't have any separate reason to raise funds. We are kind of self-sufficient as Redbus itself, and we will continue to keep investing into our pool and other opportunities.
One final question. Everyone is betting on electric vehicles. Have you firmed up your plans on that?
It's early days yet. We think that on the intercity segment, which is where we play a big role on intercity buses, we are still a couple of years away because the charging infrastructure doesn't exist, and also the buses that ply over a range of 400-500 kilometers, range is a problem. The batteries don't support that kind of range. But we are doing some work in this area, and we feel in the immediate short term, we see an opportunity between adjacent cities like Bhopal, Indore, Mumbai, Pune, Ahmedabad, Baroda. These are markets where we think that electric vehicles can make a difference, and we are doing some experiments as of now.